London for the very first time. This is a song called Red.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most incredible live performances of tracks from Taylor Swift's Red album. We're also including mashups and medleys with songs from other albums, as well as renditions of other artists' hits, and songs from the era that may not be on the album but are definitive to the time period. Sadly, Era's tour performances don't qualify due to lack of official footage. Number 10, Everything Has Changed, featuring Ed Sheeran, Britain's Got Talent.
Screen eyes, the freckles in your smile in the back of my mind making me feel like.
When Taylor Swift's first duet with Ed Sheeran happened, it was a big deal. An enthusiastic introductory video adequately hyped up both record-setting sensations just before they took the stage together on Britain's Got Talent. Each vocalist stood with a stage presence that complemented the other, and their harmonies blended seamlessly. Swift got in a few falsetto notes and pop star-esque arm motions, while Sheeran bounced his shoulders to keep just the right level of melodic energy while nailing his vocals too. Watching them sing and play their guitars, you can't help but be captivated. This ended up being a precursor to their future collaborations, as well as a pleasant reminder of why they're superstars.
Since yesterday, everything has changed.
Number 9. My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, Light 'Em Up with Fall Out Boy, 18th Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Swift.
The 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show glistened with a sea of stars, from the runway angels to the chic designer outfits to Fall Out Boy. Yes, Fall Out Boy. But wait, who's that joining them? It's T Swift, sporting a UK flag embroidered dress like modeling should be her day job. Of course, her singing was on point, and she impressively spit out the accelerated lyrics of Light 'Em Up with ease.
My songs know what you did in the dark.
She also worked in an articulate introduction of the band members and models with the craft of a veteran MC.
My name is Taylor. These are my friends Patrick, Pete, Andy, and Joe.
Her presence and attitude were commanding, but she didn't overshadow any one part of this phenomenal catwalk. We ate up that cool high five, and we think Tim Gunn would agree. She made it work. Number 8. Ronan, 3rd Annual Stand Up to Cancer Telethon.
Remember your blue eyes looking into mine like we had our own secret.
There aren't any extravagant costumes, set pieces, or choreography for this one, only emotional sincerity in response to heartfelt tragedy. Ronan lyrically honors its title child, who passed of neuroblastoma.
You were my best for years.
Inspired by blog posts from the boy's mother Maya, Ronan pays poignant tribute to his memory. Swift doesn't perform it live often, but its debut during the Stand Up to Cancer telethon is undeniably moving. Though she remained composed, you can hear the shake in her voice and see her struggling to vocalize the words.
And what if I kept the hand-me-downs you won't grow into?
Every syllable seems to collectively represent the pain of those who are familiar with a similar loss. It's extraordinary that she didn't cry during the performance, because watching it now, we sure are.
I remember your bare feet down the hallway. I love you to the moon and back.
Number 7. Begin Again, 46th Annual Country Music Association Awards.
They didn't get this song, but I do.
The scene is a French cafe, an accordion plays, and we're immediately transported into a romantic tale. Swift performed her ballad about the resurgence of love at the 2012 CMAs, draped in album color red among the appropriately theatrical atmosphere.
I think it's strange that you think I'm funny 'cause he never did.
She entered stage right and serenaded the crowd like a heroine from a classic Hollywood movie. Her dreamy eyes, poise, and optimistic smile all sold the song's story, conveying the complicated emotions that come with lamenting heartbreak and welcoming new romance. Her stellar delivery, bolstered by nuanced facial expressions and gleeful concluding smile, rightfully garnered a standing ovation. While her understated rendition at the Ed Sullivan Theater also deserved praise, it's the CMA one that truly encapsulated the spirit of Begin Again.
On a Wednesday, a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Number 6. All Too Well 10-minute version, Taylor's version from the vault. Saturday Night Live.
Left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you've still got it.
It was one of those musical moments that just felt destined to go down in history. Fresh off the release of Red, Taylor's version, Swift decimated the late-night stage with a staggering anthem in the best way.
You were tossing me the car keys, the patriarchy, keychain on the ground.
Foregoing the typical 2-song format for SNL guests, she optioned for one extended 10-minute set. All Too Well is a loaded, emotional tune, but she never lost stamina as her vocal, guitar strumming, and pose-striking muscles kept up with all the ballad's highs and lows.
I was there, I remember it all too well.
While its parts called back to her younger days, we were undeniably seeing a woman who'd matured through many albums of life through this performance.
Sipping coffee like you were on a late-night show.
Not just that, it represented her new Red era, the one that belongs to her in gorgeous fashion.
It was rare, you remember it.
Number 5, 22, 20th Billboard Music Awards.
Feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
The Red era was a great time to showcase Taylor's many skills as an artist. Her live production of 22 for the 2013 Billboard Music Awards was a gorgeous spectacle, starting with a camera in her dressing room and ending with an uproarious onstage finale. The first part of this wild thing is in one shot, as camouflaged backup dancers materialize around Taylor while she marches through the hallways. There's colorful costumes, a bicycle ride, and, mic drop, a surprise appearance by the Jabberwockies.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
It's all worthy of any A-list Broadway ensemble, and Swift shines as she kicks her legs and shakes her hips at the center of it all. It's flashy, fun, and an extravagant manifestation of feeling happily young.
You looking like bad news. I gotta have you.
Number 4. Red featuring Vince Gill, Alison Krauss, Edgar Meyer, and Eric Darkin. 47th Annual Country Music Association Awards.
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street.
T-Swift may have blossomed into an artist of multiple genres, but she's never forgotten her country roots. Sometimes you have to listen closely to hear the influence, but she put it right in the driver's seat for an acoustic version of Red at the 2013 CMAs.
Getting him was like trying to know somebody you never met.
Featuring legends Alison Krauss, Vince Gill, and others, the performance deconstructed Swift's electric hit by spotlighting a fiddle, a mandolin, and classic bluegrass instrumentation. There was a little call-and-response between Krauss and Gill, as well as some mesmerizing harmonies from the group.
Burning red.
Notably, Swift has rocked this track a few times. Each version feels unique and unforgettable in its own way.
Burning red.
But looking at her smile at the end, we'd wager this act was one of her favorites.
Love was like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street.
Number 3, I Knew You Were Trouble, 40th Annual American Music Awards. This was hard to choose, since Swift has slain many variations of I Knew You Were Trouble, notably at the 2013 Brit Awards. We also couldn't forget her killer showing at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, but it was at the 2012 AMAs where Trouble was at its prime. With wardrobe and set designs like something out of Phantom of the Opera, the number featured Swift striding across the stage with an aura that blended confidence and uncertainty, consistent with the song's motif. Then, as the dubstep rose, her dress transformed, upping the affair's rocking quality. She proceeded with extra determined force, electrifying the stage with her performance prowess. This is one show that has the power to bring anyone to their feet. Number 2, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, 1989 World Tour.
I remember when we broke up. The first time saying this is it, I've had enough. 'Cause
The Red Era gave way to the 1989 one, but thankfully the latter's world tour included this bangin' interpretation of We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Clad in leather, Swift began with an electric guitar and cool arpeggios, almost teasing audiences. She then launched into a decidedly heavier version of the tune, leading the crowd in fist bumps and laying it all on the line. As Swift immersed her entire being into the number, we could feel any rage escaping. Of course, the star has given us endless awesome renditions of the hit, bringing it to life everywhere from Dancing with the Stars to the Grammys.
I'm sorry, I'm busy opening up the Grammys, and we're never getting back together, like ever. No!
But the 1989 World Tour edition was almost pure punk rock, and remains utterly thrilling at every turn. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Holy Ground, BBC Radio 1. Never underestimate her superb vocals and way with harmonies.
holy ground.
State of Grace, The X Factor. She can sure belt and rock a fedora. Eyes Open, VH1 Storytellers. A chill but moving couch jam session. The Last Time featuring Gary Lightbody, The X Factor. A hypnotic duet that never fails to give us chills. Treacherous, Red Acoustic Set. An intimately honest lullaby.
Treacherous, and I like it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, All Too Well, 56th Annual Grammy Awards. Before she was one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, Taylor Swift was just a girl who wrote songs with her instruments. We saw a glimpse of that girl with this 2014 All Too Well performance, when she silenced the audience with her voice and piano.
And I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all.
The intro was striking, passionate, and soulful, but even as the band kicked in, our eyes were still transfixed on the star as she poured her entire body's energy into each chord. Before All Too Well's 10-minute version and its accompanying short film, the stripped-down original could still move mountains with its touching emotionality and fiery vulnerability. This hauntingly beautiful Grammy performance sure makes it feel like one of Swift's most personal songs. Which Taylor Red Era performance did we forget? And whatever did happen to that scarf? Tell us what you think in the comments.
I am in the dark about the scarf.
Okay.
It's totally possible. I don't know.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.